Здравейте! Аз съм Боби Недялков, а вие гледате Fashion Outsiders. Аз съм тук, за да променя представите ви за красотата. Моята мисия е да ви докажа, че модата е за всеки. Тя е универсалният език, чрез който всеки един от нас може да изрази себе си. Красотата е най-субективното понятие на света и ще ви го докажа. Ще ви накарам да се почувствате и да изглеждате като от корица на модно списание. Ако искаш да бъдеш мой гост, пиши ми на имейла, който виждаш на екрана. Днес ще ви запозная с една уникална дама – Сафия. Тя живее в България и учи медицина. И вярвам, ще се убедите, че е невероятно красива. Нека ви запозная с нея. Hi, Safia.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. Tell me more about yourself.
I'm a student. I'm 21 years old and I like fashion. Is
Yeah,
that okay?
what do you like about it?
Expression. You can do whatever you want with it. Like, you know, there's different types and it's like, I don't know, you can't describe it because like you have different kind of genres in fashion, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and
like,
which genre would you describe yourself?
I can't put myself in a box because one day I want to be all black or one day I want to wear like the most tackiest thing on earth or, you know, it's like whatever I feel like. It's moody, like my personality, you know?
Yeah, you're moody.
Yeah, I'm very moody.
Why did you decide to come to the show?
It's called Fashion Outsiders, and when I heard about what the pitch was, it's kind of was like inclusive, all inclusive, like representative, like you don't discriminate against anyone. I'm just here to like say that just because I'm modest and Muslim and wear the hijab doesn't mean I can't dress however the hell I want, you know?
Hallelujah.
Exactly. Amen. Like, you know, it's just a representation for girls that when I was younger, I didn't really see people like me, you know, on TV, you know, with the hijab and wearing accessories and, you know, just being fashionable. I never saw that. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I have to dress like a nun. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
It just meant that I just felt like I couldn't express myself. And then as I got older, I was like, forget that. I'm going to do whatever I want with my hijab and just do what I can with what I, you know, whilst following the rules of my religion, you know.
When did the realization happen?
It happened actually here. When I came here, I was like, okay, it's a new country. I'm not going to wear the stuff that I wore when I was living back home because it's kind of like, it's boring now, you know. It's like time to shed that and, you know, just grow like a flower. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I did. And I'm still growing, you know. It's like ever evolving and changing, and that's what I like about fashion. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. You know, one day you can be boring, the next day you can be whatever. Right?
Whatever, yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
So, what's your heritage?
I'm East African. I'm from Somalia. I was raised in the UK and Europe, so there's kind of a culture clash there, you know, because I'm like from one culture and I'm raised in another, and that's when you kind of have like identity, you know, being raised in one country with the different traditional households, you know, like in your house you have different traditions and stuff, and then when you go out and go to school and everything, it's another world. So that's also where I kind of, you know, was stuck between what I should do when it comes to, you know, expression and allowing to express myself, if you know what I mean. Like, but then I realized that best of both worlds. Hannah Montana did it first, right? So I was like, why not? Like, take both. You have one heritage, and then you have another one, which is European. Put them together, and you make.
I'm really curious. What's the fashion like in Somalia?
Well, I think it's so beautiful. It's very colourful. You know, it's traditional. It's nothing. The industry isn't as big because the country is currently, you know, not at the best economical state. But it's like. It's beautiful. I think there's different types of clothing like dirats, and you know there's different types of dirat is a type of dress. I mean dressing that we wear to weddings, and it's colourful and you wear it one way, but it has different patterns and colours, and when women wear it, they just look amazing, like they glow, and I'm like, I want to be like you when I grow up. But yeah, that's really it.
I see that you wear a lot of black.
Yes.
Do you like color?
I do like colour, but recently I'm just feeling a bit, black, like clothing-wise. I'm like, I really think it kind of makes, personally for me, complements my my skin tone. I think it just kind of makes it pop more. But I do love colour too, just not now. I'm not feeling it right now. So maybe next month, who knows? I'll be wearing a rainbow. Yeah.
Why not?
Now?
Has anyone told you something uncomfortable, made you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah. I wasn't actually very confident in my looks for a long time, like until I was like 18 maybe. When I was in secondary school, a bit like girls would make fun of my cheeks and stuff, but I didn't take it like personally. Well, actually I did, I'm lying. I did take it personally because I wouldn't smile in pictures, and like one girl called them like a balls, testicle ball sacks. And I was like, oh shit, damn, sorry. I was like, damn, okay. And one of my photos actually, I put Vaseline on, which is probably the worst idea you should do. And then they took a photo and my cheeks just kind of like shined so much, you couldn't see my face. And my friends made so much fun of me that time. It was at first like, I was a bit self-conscious about it. I wouldn't say it out loud, but now as I got older, I was like, these are my cheeks, and if they look like balls, then so be it. I'm still gonna smile, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You look beautiful, and your cheekbones are high up in the sky, like
Yep.
a top model.
Thank you.
So, did you had any identity crisis?
Yeah, I did. When I did feel a bit, confused because I saw one thing and I felt like I had to follow another thing. Because, as I said before, representation in the West, in Europe, wasn't all-inclusive of people who wore the hijab, and everything was not something I could have, followed. So I was like, okay, what do I do? Like, do I choose one side where I have to just completely not express myself with my clothes, or do I have to do what people are doing on TV, which I didn't feel comfortable doing? It wasn't me, and I was like, let me try something myself. And then I went through a phase where I would just go to like thrift stores and just buy the biggest oversized shirts with like the weirdest patterns, and like, this is me, but it wasn't. And then I think I kind of just went into the 90s when I was 16. I was like, I tried to like go for the 90s look because I just thought it would be cool, and it was kind of following the rules of the traditions and our traditional values, and also incorporating European or Western stuff,
Yeah.
And it kind of worked well. Then I realized I don't need to decide if I want to follow this or that. I can just express myself however way that I want to. It doesn't have to be traditional, it doesn't have to be westernized, it's just clothes, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I agree. And do you have a fashion icon that you follow from the 90s or nowadays?
I do, actually. I follow like, I don't have a specific era that I follow. I follow like nowadays I like Rihanna, obviously, because she's very creative and bold with her style, and like Lady Gaga, as we say, people who are Cher. I love Cher. I love what she wore in the 70s and the 80s with like the glitz and glam. I was like, damn, this is so cute. But then like...
Would you wear it?
Why not? I would wear it, but like make it my own, right? That's what it is. It's not supposed to be copying. It's like, look at what you have and try and make it your own, right? Otherwise, it wouldn't be the same. You know what I mean?
Can you give me an example of how would you, let's say, Cher's dress from the 70s, how would you translate it in your style?
I would wear my hijab and I would like probably just cover myself like all the way up to here with like a shirt, or maybe throw something on top of it while still, emulating that Cher, because Cher's style is just her. It's her own. Like, that's the whole point. And so what I took inspiration from her was like, do it your own way, you know. It doesn't matter if it's in trend or if it's not in trend. It's just clothes, and if it looks good, it looks good. No one can say, you know, anything, right? So I'm not afraid to try new things with my...
What are you afraid of, though?
I'm afraid of, I think, offending people from my community. That's one thing I'm afraid of, because I don't want to be like I am representing all of them, because I'm not. I'm just representing myself. And, you know, but although, you know, I am Muslim and I am black, I'm Safia too, you know. I just want to be helpful to those people who are watching, you know, like to say that there are different types of Muslims. We're not all the same, okay? We're not what you see on TV or what you see on Instagram, you know, it's everywhere.
What do you dream of?
That's a really big question. I don't try to dream as big as I used to, but what I dream of is a place, a world where people can be kind to each other, accepting of each other, and don't judge each other. And, you know, give without taking, or give without needing to expect anything from someone else. That's the kind of world that I want, personally, and that's my dream.
You want a world peace.
There we go. But that's like cliche, right? If we're talking about clothing and fashion, I would say I want inclusivity, I want representation, I want all kinds of women, men, just rocking the fashion industry, right? Like wearing clothes that they want to wear, doing things that they feel that is truly authentic to themselves. I myself am still in that journey, so like, you know, I can't be a hypocrite and be like, yeah, be yourself, because I'm trying to be myself, and it's still a process, you know. I'm trying to be myself, and being yourself is a process, and being authentic to who you truly are is also a process, and it requires being self-aware, you know, like checking in with yourself, and I think when you're in that process of being yourself, and clothes-wise, expressivity, creativity, whatever you're doing, it also depends on how you treat those around you, and acknowledging that they are also in their process of finding who they are. Be it clothes, be it school, be it education, whatever. It's just, I think, yeah, that's really it.
So are you a curious person? Do you like experimenting?
Yes, I'm a freaking curious person. Too curious for my own good. I've been told many times.
Are you ready for that?
Yes, I was
Let's
ready.
do this. Let's do this. I cannot wait to see how you're gonna end up.
Okay, I'm excited. Let's see.
Me too.
С Сафия решихме да изберем по-различен вид грим и коса, по просто причина, че тя е мюсюлманка. Ние не можем да направим много различна визия на косата, затова тя остана с тюрбан в активен цвят, който беше подходящ с роклята, и наблегнахме на грима. Подчертахме ваносовата и кожа и прекрасните скули. Вяра направи така доста класически красив грим. В общи линии вие ще видите сами, че изкарахме лице от нея, и това беше така замисъла на целия екип.
one. Let's do this.
Oh, wow, damn. Who is
You look, yes, Lady Gaga. She's
See?
coming for you.
Everyone bow down, the queen's here. I'm
Yes,
joking.
you look like a goddess. You're not a queen.
Thank you. I feel so great right now. Like, I don't know who's underneath here, but
Yeah, nobody.
no?
Hopefully.
Okay.
Nobody right there. I just wanted to tell you that the jewelry that you're wearing, because I saw you playing with it, and
Yeah, it's
this
like,
is by Kenna Jewelry. She's a new Bulgarian designer that does only abstract.
yeah. I was gonna say it looks so abstract, like I was sent from another dimension or something, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to.
Yeah, that's what
to
you're going
feel
for.
outwardly,
Yeah.
and a goddess,
I-
because you are. These
that
cheekbones are snatched. You look gorgeous.
Thank you. I really appreciate this. Honestly, it's exciting. It's new. It's different.
And it's still you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's
very
what
much
I
so.
wanted to show.
Thank
You.
An extravagant. Can't say the word, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
За стайлинга на Сафия се доверихме на дизайнера Антони Лангонтин. Бижутата са дело на Благовеста Кенова и Kenna Jewelry. А за грима Вяра Василева с продуктите на Елис Фаас. Фотограф е Костадин Кръстев-Коко.
Ако и вие искате да се почувствате като богиня, свършете се с мен на имейла, изписан на вашите екрани. What did you learn today?
Аз съм богиня.
Yes, you are.